All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. January 30th, we got 8 NBA games on the board tonight that we will get through. If you guys are new here, all we do is we go through each and every game, give you what I'm thinking, give you where my head's at, give you my lean on the game. But all my final plays that I'm actually going to be rolling with tonight, what I am going to be playing will be in the pinned comment, so make sure you guys check out the pinned comment on this video, and I update it throughout the day. So if you don't see a pinned comment right now, just check back later and it'll be there, and we update it throughout the day, so more and more will get added to it. But if something's in the pinned comment, it is a finalized play on my end. So if you're smart, you'll probably fade my picks, but if you're a genius, you will ride. But let's jump right into the shout out of the day here. Big time shout out to Brian. We didn't record a video yesterday, so these are 2 picks behind here. But Brian, hashtag weekend. We'll talk about the hashtag of the day in just a second. But he had the Grizzlies -5 cashed. Hornets -8. They got the dub, didn't cash, but Suns and Bucks also both covered. So a 3-1 night from my man Brian. So shout out to Brian there. If you guys want to know how to get shouted out in tomorrow's video, just keep an eye on this one and stay tuned to the end of the video. I will explain it there. And we actually have 2 ways now of getting you guys shouted out, because I'm all for the shout outs. Shout out, shout out, shout out, shout outs. 2 ways so far in these videos that you guys can get shouted out, with the hashtag of the day and the ride of the day. So we will check back with both of those in just a little bit. But let's jump into today's slate here. We have the first game of the night. We have the Hornets hosting the Clippers here. Hornets 6-point favorites over the Clippers. These 2 teams played early November. The Hornets lost by 14. In terms of injuries on the slate here, or in this game, we have Nicholas Batum's questionable. Morris looks like he's going to be upgraded to probable. And then for Charlotte, Gordon Hayward's still out. Kelly Oubre is questionable, and McDaniels is out for Charlotte. This Charlotte team, I've said it, I really like the Charlotte team. They've been playing really good basketball. They're getting the wins. They dropped, 150-some points against Indiana a couple nights ago, and I like them here. I don't trust this Clippers team. In the last 10 games, this Clippers team is 5-5. Charlotte's 7-3, and we know that this team overall this season has been really good. This Hornets team has been really good at home. They're 15-6 against the spread at home. So I'm going to lean with these 6 points here. I think that number may be like a half point or a point too high, so I don't love it. It does have a chance to be one of my final plays, so make sure to keep an eye on the pinned comment. This game, if you guys are watching this game is I was going to say kickoff, but this game's going to tip off in just a little while here, so hopefully you guys are catching this video early. It's a 1 o'clock start Eastern Standard Time. But yeah, I lean Hornets here -6, maybe by a point or by a half point for 5.5. I like that a whole lot more, but you know, beggars can't be choosers here. But let's lean Charlotte there -6. Next up, we have the Hawks -6.5 over the Lakers. This Lakers team is the epitome of inconsistent. Anthony Davis upgraded to probable. Monk is probable. And LeBron James now downgraded to out. Trae Young and Hunter are also questionable for the Hawks, so we'll see how that pans out. But this Hawks team is red hot. They just whooped up on my Boston Celtics, what was it, Friday, January 28th, and they've won 6 in a row now. And in the last 10 games, they're 6-4. That is their win streak, those 6 games. And at home, they're 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 games at home. So I really like that. I think that this number without LeBron, keep an eye on that Trae Young though, but without LeBron, I do like the Hawks here, especially at home. But keep an eye on that the Trae Young injury report, because this Hawks team is obviously going to be a huge difference. It's going to be a huge difference without Trae Young. So I like 6.5 here, leaning the favorite, but it all is Trae Young dependent. If he doesn't play, I'm probably out on this one. Next up, we have the Bulls laying 5 points here against the Blazers. Blazers still without Damian Lillard. Covington is probable. Larry Nance Jr. downgraded to out for Chicago. Jones Jr. is out. Caruso still out, and Lonzo is still out. This Bulls team kind of let us down last time out against San Antonio. I thought that they would catch that win. They did not. They've been incredibly inconsistent ever since they had, the big-time injuries to Levine and whatnot, but they are a little bit healthier now. Less Lonzo, I would say, so I'm going to lean Bulls here -5. That's 3 favorites in a row. I don't know if we're going down the right path, but I do take the home team. I'm laying the points here. I think this is an easy win for the Bulls, and 5 points doesn't seem like it's too much to worry about here, if we're being completely honest. Next up, the Pistons +8.5 here over the Cavaliers, the covering Cavaliers. But in the last 10 games here, the Cavs 8-2 straight up, but against the spread, 4-5-1. So now they're just the winning Cavaliers as of late, but they have not been the covering Cavaliers as we would love. But the Pistons, on the other hand, are 6-4 against the spread. I don't know how, I don't know why, but for whatever reason, I'm leaning the home Pistons here, and psycho alert, okay? Don't think that I'm being a genius here or I know something that you don't know. I just have a feeling that the Pistons covered this game. It's probably a dumb feeling because I'm full of those feelings, but I do lean Pistons here. I think that that's just a high number. 8.5 points for whatever reason strikes me as a number that the Pistons can cover. Last time they played, the Cavs blew them up by 20 points, so I could be an absolute idiot here, but for whatever reason, I have some sort of gut feeling that that could work out. So it's probably not going to be a final play. It's nothing that I'm actually going to, say that I'm feeling super strong about, but it is kind of my lean right now. And before we get to the rest of the picks here, guys, I'm going to ask you guys to hit that subscribe button and like the video. And we'll introduce our first way. You guys, the OGs, know that there's 2 ways of getting shouted out. And the first way of getting shouted out in tomorrow's video is dropping a hashtag ride of the day in the comments. Now, all this is you give me one pick. Give me one pick. Hashtag ride of the day with that pick. And I'm going to be looking through these throughout the day. And I might just jump on a pick with you and ride with you. Win or lose, you'll get a shout out in the next video. You might get an applause. Or you might get a womp womp if you lose, but I'm jumping on a pick with one of you guys, and we'll do it in most videos. So that is the first way to get shouted out, and possibly, or no, I guess if I jump on a pick with you, win or lose, you're getting shouted out. So put your money where your mouth is, put your comment where your mouth is. So first hashtag there is hashtag ride of the day. Give me your pick, and I might jump on board with you guys. But stay tuned to the end of the video because we also have the hashtag of the day, which you guys can also use. A lot of hashtags up in this channel, but that's another way to get shouted out. But let's keep moving on here, guys. We have the Magic hosting the Mavs. Magic getting 5 points here against the Mavs. In the last 10 games, Dallas has been red hot, 7-3 overall, 5-4-1 against the spread. Porzingis is going to be out. Brown's questionable, and Hardaway is out indefinitely here. No new injuries for the Magic. This Mavericks team has been, this is going to be tricky, by the way, saying Mavericks and Magic. I already can't speak that well, and this is going to be a tough one. But this Mavericks team has been playing really well. The Magic, 2 out of their last 3 games, they have taken a dub. But I still think 5 points seems like it's a little bit too low. These two teams played, a couple weeks ago, and Dallas cleaned them up easily. So I am going to lean Dallas here. I don't love this play, but I just don't think that you can confidently take Orlando in this spot. Like Dallas, I believe, Orlando's kind of a cleanup game. I know that they're coming off a win back-to-back, everything like that for the Mavericks, but just doesn't seem like the Magic are the type of team that's like you gotta fade the team that's coming off the back-to-back because we're playing the Magic. The Magic don't seem like they strike me as that type of team. So I would lean Dallas. -5 there. Next up, the Bucks, 6.5 point favorites over the Nuggets here. Denver looks like Cousins probable. Barton is probable. And then Milwaukee, upgraded injuries here are updated injuries. Rodney Hood upgraded to probable, and Hill is doubtful. Denver, 4 wins in a row here, 5 out of the last 6 games. Milwaukee has won 4 out of the last 5, only losing to Cleveland there. That was a letdown spot for them a while back. But in the last 10 games, this Denver team has actually played pretty well. They're 7-3 straight up. They're playing a little bit better. I would say that they are the hotter team right now if you were to compare them or the Bucks. But 6.5 points doesn't seem like it's all that much for me, especially with Milwaukee, just a couple games ago catching that L. So I think at home, this Milwaukee team, and again, that's the only, out of their last 10 games, they've only covered when they've been at home. They're 3-3 in their last 6 games against the spread at home, and 0-4 in their last 4 away. So that 10 right there is pretty damn telling that they're not a good away team right now. Luckily, they are the home team. So I think we're going to lean Bucks here, -6.5. I don't love that number. You guys know I keep it fully transparent here. That is probably something that does not make the final ticket. I do not love it unless it's someone's ride of the day. Maybe I'll just jump on board because I'm telling you, the ride of the days, guys, that's going to be where I just say, you know what? I'm riding. I trust your research. I'm already the dumb one in the room, so how much worse can it get? But I do think that we lean Bucks here, -6.5. Next up, Suns, -13.5 over the San Antonio Spurs. These two teams played, just a couple weeks ago, and Phoenix ran away with it, 121-107. In the last 10 games, this Phoenix team is playing really well, 9-1. They've been red hot all year. I don't know why we have to say, they've won 9 in a row too as well, but I don't know why I always say, they're red hot. No, the Suns are just really good, and they're really good. But Murray's going to be out, White is out, and Portal is out too for San Antonio. In terms of the Phoenix side of things, the injuries, there are a lot of notables here too. JaVale McGee questionable, Crowder questionable, Payne is out, and Ayton is questionable. But either way, you guys know I don't love double-digit spreads, but there's some pretty damn important pieces missing for the Spurs team there on the injury report. White, Murray, and Portal. So I am going to be leaning Phoenix, -13.5. Don't love it at all. That's such a big number, especially if, some of those crucial players for Phoenix are going to be out. But, they're going to have Devin Booker. They're going to have Chris Paul. They're 2 best players. So Why not swing the bat? I lean Phoenix here, minus 13.5. Next, we have the Timberwolves. This is a pick 'em here over the Utah Jazz. This Jazz team just trending downwards, truly trending downwards. They've lost 4 games in a row. They're 2-8 in their last 10 games, and even against the spread, they're 2-7-1. Minnesota hasn't been great against the spread in the last 10 either, 3-7 overall, 3-7 against the spread here. But this is a pick 'em. I think you gotta lean Minnesota. Gobert's gonna be out. Donovan Mitchell's questionable. Russell's questionable, Beverly's questionable, and Kogie's questionable for Minnesota. I will say this. Since this is a pick 'em, I will say keep an eye on the injury report. If Russell doesn't play and Donovan Mitchell does play, then I lean Utah. If Russell plays and Donovan Mitchell doesn't play, then I lean Minnesota. So this is one that we'll have to keep an eye on. It is an 8 o'clock game, so we'll have some time to look at that. But I would lean Utah. I guess I'm leaning whichever way the superstars play. If both of those guys play, Mitchell and D'Angelo, I'd probably end up leaning Utah. So this is kind of a confusing one. I know I just went back and forth there, but that is just to, pull the curtain back, look at this brain go to work, and steam out through the ears. But if Mitchell plays, I think I lean Utah. If he doesn't, which obviously, he's been out for a while, I think that I lean Minnesota here. And any sort of numbers on this game, then all of a sudden I would get confused here. I like the fact that it's a pick 'em right now. But that's going to wrap it up for the prediction portion of today's video, guys. Let's jump into the hashtag of the day. The hashtag of the day is strong. Let's finish January strong. We are rocking at a really good percentage in January right now. So let's finish this month strong. We got a couple days left of January, right? January has 31 days. I don't know. I've already told you guys 10 times I'm dumb. So I think January has 31 days. But guys, use hashtag strong in the comments and give me what your plays are tonight. And again, if you guys are new here, the hashtag of the day has been the OG way to get shouted out. Just like we had Brian getting shouted out in today's video. All you guys got to do is drop the hashtag of the day. Last time it was weekend. You could drop hashtag strong. Give me your plays. And if you have a positive night, a winning night, a positive night, you guys got a chance to be featured in tomorrow's video. Again, nobody's perfect. Some people are perfect, but nobody. But all you got to do is, have a positive night. You could be 4-3, and that's a winning night. Your pockets are a little bit heavier, right? So just give me your picks. It could be 1 pick. It could be 2. It could be a million picks. If you guys have a positive night, a winning night, you guys have a chance to be shouted out in tomorrow's video. So use hashtag strong in the comments. Also, we'll throw it up again. Hashtag ride of the day as well, guys. What are you guys riding with? Give me one play. You want something? You want me to jump on something? Hashtag ride of the day. If it's not one of my plays already, I might be saying into your comment and saying, let's ride, baby. Let's go. But yeah, those 2 hashtags are the way that you guys can get shouted out in tomorrow's video. You can put them in the same comment. You can put them in different comments. I'm no police. I don't really care. I'm not a comment police. So you guys do whatever you want to do. But we will catch you guys in the next video. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these. We are grinding to get these out. Some of you guys know that a lot of changed recently. For me personally, we don't have the normal place. I guess this is the normal place now. But yeah, we're grinding through. We're getting these videos out, and it's still fun. It's a little escape from reality, and I love that. It's a great community we're building. So enough of that mushy stuff. I will catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Make some bread here. Come on, let's have a good Sunday. Peace out.